The art of storytelling has been really taking off, with story slams happening in towns and cities across the country. Storytelling is historically one of the first means of communication, as well as a way of maintaining cultures and histories of families and communities. PCN met up with a local children's storyteller to hear how important this art form is to children and families.
How many people are ready for a story? Raise your hand up in the air. Excellent. Well, my name is Big Ryan. I came to tell some stories today, but I usually don't come by myself. I usually have some friends come out with me. Storytelling started for me because one of my professors, I was taking a class called Oral Communications, and he kind of sat me down afterwards. We were reading a children's book in class. He sat me down and he said, everybody in this life has a gift. He's like, this is yours. You should go out and do something with it. And I didn't even know this was something you could do for a living.
Edgar, you just said, hey, Uncle Charlie, guess what? So I said, what? So what?
What?
And we live in a day and an age where a lot of the kids are focused with screens. You know, they have their computers, and then they also, it's television. And those things can be really fun and sometimes very educational and important. But storytelling is almost like a lost art. You're able to use your imagination. You're able to actually just picture things in your head for once. Storytelling to me is that, the original kind of entertainment where people would sit around and just listen to somebody tell something, and it's different to each person. That's what's kind of really cool to me. Each child that's here today is going to have a different picture in their head of what that story looks like, what the characters look like. They're going to build their own, neighborhood in their heads, which is really, really fun.
My storytelling hat usually helps me remember my stories, and all I have to do is slip it on nice and slow.
Sorry about that.
My storytelling...
Put the books away for a little while and just sit with your child at night, cuddling up in bed, and just tell them a story, just straight from your memory. And all you really need is a beginning, and a middle and an end. In the beginning, you introduce characters. You talk about the different characters, and in the middle, something happens. And in the end, there's a resolution. So all you have to do is come up with a problem that you want to talk about, have that kind of happen after you've introduced the characters, and then have them fix the problem in the end. You can say whatever you want, you can play however you want, be as goofy as you want, and all you're doing is actually spending time and reinforcing literature and reinforcing the great idea of being able to use your imagination without having any kind of props with you. Just straight storytelling from your head.
Hi, my name is Joe. I have 2 kids and I work in a Barton factory. One day, my boss came up to me and he said,
Are you busy?
I said, no.
Then push the button with your right foot.
What?
My foot? Okay, ready? Hi, my name is Joe. I have 2 kids.
I work in a button factory. One day, my boss came up to me and he said...
It's been quite the ride, and I hope it lasts for a long time, because this is probably the best thing that's ever suited me. I can't think of anything better than getting in front of a crowd and making them laugh for 45 minutes, and then letting them go off still giggling,
Big Ryan holds building stories workshops at area libraries where he promotes literacy in unique ways, such as using voices and puppets, literally taking the stories out of the book. Children learn to dissect heroes, villains, and plot devices. This fall, we'll have a series at the Plymouth Library, and you can go visit the website or the library to find out dates.
He's right. People don't tell stories to their kids anymore. They watch videos or they read books, but to actually just sit down and tell a story is a lost art, and I think it's great he's doing it.
Yeah, it looks like a new generational thing, because I remember during the summer, I'd go to the beach and do other stuff, but it looks kind of fun.
Of course you did.